Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review of Superman and Lois, Season 1, Episode 10, I think? Yes, Season 1, Episode 10. Now, the last time we was here, old boy showed up talking, Morgan Edge has superpowers, and I think he's from Krypton. That's why he called Superman brother, and he said, you're not the only one who crash landed here. So maybe that's his physical brother. Like, I don't know. Do we know if Superman has an actual brother? Is that canon? I don't know. Excuse my shirt. Face oils. I don't. But let's jump into it and see what happened, shall we? Yo. The first 3 minutes of this. Yo! So you mean to tell me? Okay, so it's his half-brother. They share the same mother. Apparently, Superman's mama was matched with Morgan Edge's daddy. He told us his name's something with a Z. Was matched with his daddy, and then she left the daddy and went and got married to Joel and had Superman. And he said, when they found out that Krypton was dying, his daddy sent him here to help perpetuate the Krypton race. So this is very much a, okay. And then it's that he was like, my mother would never want to kill innocent people. He's like, innocent people, blah, 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 blah. And this nigga, the people who stumbled upon him as a child, because he wasn't, the people who rolled up on him when he landed, he didn't have a Martha Kent experience. That man, because he wasn't a tiny baby. He wasn't a cute little defenseless tiny baby. He was like a 9-10-year-old just out in the woods next to an alien spaceship. And we was like, what the fuck is this? And so the man shot him with his shotgun. And then he killed both of those people. What the Brightburn is going on? Oh my God. And he said he's resurrecting, using the people of Smallville to resurrect all the kryptonites so they can take over the planet, and their defense council will rule everything. And Superman is like, he was like, Morgan Edge was like, I need your help, brother, and I need you by my side. And Superman is like, not like this. He was like, don't you want our mother? Superman is looking at this fool like, are you for real right now? Like, do you hear yourself? Do you literally hear yourself talking? And my man was like, I need you by my side when this happens, or you will be eradicated. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, listen, it's a lot. Okay, so Superman goes to the Fortress of Solitude to talk to his daddy. And he was like, you didn't think I needed to know all of this? And he was like, well, we didn't think it was, what you want me to do. And he was like, yeah, I knew this was a thing. And he was like, it's your mother's technology, and that's not her. That wasn't her. World domination wasn't her intention. Her intention was to try to save as many Kryptons as she can, and to have, I guess, more more fortresses of solitude, like people to be preserved that way, in that manner, and not to actually be taking over people's bodies. But apparently this child bastardized the situation, and now he's doing crazy stuff, and Lord help us all. And so Superman goes home. He tells the family what is happening. And so Lois is still trying to get a hold of Lana to see if she's okay. To see if she's okay with the situation with her husband. Lana is trying to sit down and try and get all of the details about what's happened. How'd you get here? How did the process work? How did it start? Where did he take you? Blah, blah, blah. She's trying to get all the details. Now, baby girl They got mad because she was like, "You taking him back? He's back in the house." Because she think he's drunk. That's the impression that she has, is that her dad, that once again he chose the liquor over the family, and that's why he was gone and whatever. So she doesn't understand the other things that's going on. She was like, "That's it, I'm out." She done left the baby sister, or they done Judy Winslow, the baby sister, because the baby sister been missing. We ain't seen her. We don't know where she. Child, it is chaos everywhere. Baby girl done left. She just said, "Fuck y'all. Listen, I'm not doing this with y'all." Again, they have Judy Winslow, the younger sister, because you just gonna leave and not take your little sister with you. You just gonna leave and not take her with you. Talk about you staying at Stacy's house or whoever child house he is. And that's before everybody came in to arrest. Listen, so Lois gets to Lana's house, and the husband is like, "Oh shit, this bitch is here." And so she come in, she was like, "Oh, I was just checking on y'all." And then he immediately like snaps into killer mode and grabs both Lana and Lois by the neck, and he was trying to strangle them. He's like, "Y'all are so weak." And Lois pops him in the eye, pow pow, and then she pops him again, bow, and he hits the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What kind of? But Lois had kryptonite in her hand. And then Lois' daddy and troops come in and arrest Lana's husband. And Lois is like, "Is you all right?" And she's like, "Nope, not really, not at all. I don't understand what the fuck is going on." Okay, let's see what else happens. Lord, more drama has ensued. I had to change my shirt. It was driving me crazy. The oil slick. Neither here nor there, because this was a whole journey. So Jordan texted baby girl, "Can we talk?" And so they meet at the diner, and they're having a conversation. She's talking all this junk about her dad, and both Jonathan and Jordan are looking at each other like, "Should you gonna say it? Who's gonna tell her?" Is that? So Jonathan is like, he's just like, "Your dad's messed up, but it's not because of drinking. He's essentially been body snatched. And the DOD came and took him, and they're going to try and fix him and put him back." And they said, "Maybe you should." She was like, "What?" And then they was like, "Maybe you should see for yourself." And then, they're looking for this guy from MIT that Morgan Edge hired, who's working the machines and doing the transformations, all that stuff. And they find him, and there's like, "You're coming with us so you can reverse whatever it is you did." He was like, "Reverse? I barely know how to say reverse it. I barely know how to do it to do it. Like, if you want to reverse it, you're going to have to get the person who's made the technology." And he was like, "Well, who is that?" And just like, and Superman was like, "It was my mama." So Superman mama about to enter the chat, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what the days of our lives is happening on this episode. So they are with their little makeshift camp. They done stole a machine, and they're saying they need, "Can we speak? If you put the mind of the person in the machine, can we speak to them?" And he was like, "No, they're essentially dead until you inject them into a host. So you have to have somebody volunteer to have Superman's mama's consciousness put into them." And who volunteers? Lana volunteers. She still doesn't even know that Clark and Superman are the same girl. Like, what kind of, what? But what daughter? Okay. All right. So Lana talks Lois into letting her do this. Volunteers tribute to have Superman's mama's conscious uploaded into her body. Now, the boys have brought baby girl, Lana's daughter, down to the thing so she can see her daddy. And so the guard is like, "I don't give a damn what you talk about, you not getting in." And they was like, "Oh no, we getting in this motherfucker." And they was like, "Oh no. That's not how this works. You're not getting in." And then the grandpa shows up, and Jonathan talks him into letting them in. They get in, and he sees Jonathan. He doesn't respond when baby girl calls him, but when he sees Jonathan, he was like, your little toys aren't gonna stop us. And she was like, Dad. And he was like, nah, Dad, your dad's dead. This is just, I'm just using his corpse. You just gonna let that go. He gone, girl. And Jordan rushes her off because she's in stupid shock. And as Jonathan is walking away, he was like, just so you know, when I get out, I told Jonathan, when I get out of here, I'm killing you first. So we do. Oh my God. Okay, so we go. I want to see what happens with this invasion of the body snatchers situation. Dear God from Zion. So Lana is trying to get herself together before she get in this machine. And so Lois says to Superman, maybe you should go talk to her, give her some words of encouragement, because she's about to do something real huge. And so he talks to her and he says, well, you're the real hero and blah, 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 blah. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. And so she goes and nobody says, even the boy running the machine, then it was like, well, this is going to be painful. This is going to hurt. So they put her in the machine and she comes out and it was like, did it work? And she opens her eyes and she's like, Kal-El. And he's like, Mother. Something about this seems sketchy to me. So Kal-El and his mama have a heart-to-heart. And she's like, I just wanted you to be loved. I never meant for this to take over another race of people. I was just trying to preserve the life that we have, our lives. And he asked why only one sunstone in the Fortress of Solitude. And she was like, her ex, the brother's daddy, stole hers in revenge. So now there's a way to reverse it, but you have to put the people back into the machine again. As long as the transformation isn't complete, you can put them back in the machine again, and the actual person will be okay and will come back. Now they're trying to figure out how to reverse everybody all at one time instead of one by one sticking these people into the machine. And her mama said, well, you would need a whole lot of power for that. He was like, how much? He was like the power of the sun. I feel like this is a trap to turn everybody on the planet into a kryptonite person and not just to reverse it. This feels like a double cross. But Morgan Edge shows back up to where the machine used to be, upset that it's gone. And it was like, well, he told his henchman, go on and prepare whatever it is, because it's over with. We lost Clark. He's picked the humans over us. And so Clark is on his way to hold off Morgan Edge and the kryptonite people. Okay, so they have to do this, get everybody together and do this solar flare situation where he reactivates the reactivator and it get rid of the hosts that haven't completely taken control of the people. So Superman says, I can do it. He's like, I just have to give all of my energy to it and I can create a solar flare. He's like, but if you do, Sam, the daddy was like, if you do that, then you'll be out of commission. He's like, we just got to take that chance. So he meets Morgan Edge. They get into this conversation. Superman is trying to tell him this is not the way to go. I know some people can be evil. I understand why Morgan Edge is the way he did. They put him in jail. They experimented on him for all of these years. And that's why he ended up killing everybody at that facility and broke out. And he's been on this revenge plot ever since. And so they have this conversation. And he's telling Morgan Edge this is not going to happen. And so he was like, he calls in all of the people that he's changed over. And it's the whole bunch of people in Smallville that take off flying like a bunch of ravens. And the kids is run out of the street. They see all the people taking off. They trying to figure out what's happening. Baby girl goes to see her daddy at the tent. How she got that? Clearly this wasn't but a few steps away. And so they chase Superman and then they try and use their laser vision on the little reactor thing. And he adds his laser vision to it to power it. and make a big explosion and changes everybody back. Everybody goes back except for Morgan Edge's henchman. So currently it looks like the daddy is fixed, Lana is fixed, all the people in town, the friend is fixed, everybody is fixed. It's Morgan and his henchman Laura, and she was like, "There's just the two of us," and he was like, "Yes, but there's hope for us yet." And so I guess they're going into hiding to do some more plotting, come back for next season, I guess. Superman is somewhere out in the snow, depleted, with the little reactor thing tucked under his arm. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I hope he doesn't freeze to death, because he looked like he was on a mountain somewhere. And that's how the episode ended. Child, it was a lot. Like, a lot happened in this it was a whole damn lot. It moved at supersonic speed, and I loved every second of it. That was my review and recap for Superman and Lois, episode 10. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a kid, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.